It's not a day in my life. You know me, my dog, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Well, they say a snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 20. Yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 20.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. He zooms in for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double dog. That's the way.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Keep it up.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Thomas Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
I'm coming after you. Say. Ran. Check 49. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. the gun, Rivers. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Kill. Turn up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check the outs. Check the out. Big edge. Watch twist.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 25. Check 25.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming after you.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, it's 9-0. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Back. Red.
Now Rivers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Right side caught by Jackson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller, where they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let him know.
They run on first down with Jackson, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. Going to throw right side here, complete.
I'm going to hit you.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mike 58 right there. Hey.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Delta!
This is Gordon. He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Under 10, Red Delta!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. He's coming. We got time.
Now Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Trubisky will throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Here we go. Check 43. Slam.
Hey, ball.
They go with a fullback, Coleman. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Derek Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slam. Showing it.
Line 5-4.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Mike.
Black 11.
It's a party now.
Check it out.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check pass.
On 2nd down and 4, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
I'm going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Step run 80, 390. Oh, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Off the play fake here, Rivers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rivers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A toss play. Gordon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They come out here in the eye.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Rivers now to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage on the play by Omfl.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
To throw, Rivers looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Jump.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Switch. Lock in. Tight go.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 18.
Another try for Davis. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Davis, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
What we got?
From the 27, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Chargers.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
To throw again. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. On first down, Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it at contract time, but that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 3, check 3, check 3, check 3, check 3.
Here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 18.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Get up! 180! 52! Here we go, let's bring it! Let's go, let's bring it! Let's bring it! Check! Check out route!
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the eye. Alert flare, flare.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, alert.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Greystone, Travis.
Twist. Watch the twist. Alert 3. Alert 3. Jim.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
And the Chargers 1st down.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I got you.
Rivers to throw it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
13.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Set, block 11!
Here we go, G. All day, G.
Rivers on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Rocket. 13. Check 13.
Here's Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check. Alert, 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 alert. Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Trubisky to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57. Switch. Alert. Check Mike 57. It's our time.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Rush in.
Finding Gabriel complete. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 24, check 24. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D.
Wait, 89. Throwing again. Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
59 mark, 59 mark.
Now Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can reach.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 37. Pick the edge. Go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Get up. 180. 52 right here. Watch the run.
On first down, it's Cohen. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 38.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a carry for White, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 52.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the pass. Check 31. Check.
Here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On the draw, here's White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get him.
Back to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll look to throw, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal team once more. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike, 180, 390, hey, 79, 79.
First down, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Bears, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.